Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bang Average PC series of videos where we look at the performance of some of the newer features of the Encore engine on an older PC. Now, way back when I used to have an old spare PC called the Bang Average PC. That has been slightly upgraded over time and it's actually been replaced now by a newer version of the Bang Average PC. I'm going to have a look at that and show you what the stats for that are, and then we can maybe in another video, I'll go back to trying it out on the really old Bang Average PC just to see if it's still any good. I mean, I'm guessing it probably isn't because, you know, I've had to upgrade my PC over this spare PC, my second PC over time, just to get decent level performance out of it. So, should I start looking at what components we're using? So we'll start off with a processor, and it's an Intel Core i5-2400 processor. This was released in Q1 2011, so it's approximately 8.5 years old. A 4-core, 4-thread. There's a base frequency of 3.1 GHz and a boost speed of 0.4 GHz, so it's not too shabby. I think I bought this one a few years ago for about 50 quid. Not a bad CPU. I mean, I think you can get them a lot cheaper now. You could probably pay about £20 for one of these. But please be aware, it is LGA 1155, and prior to this I was using Rocket 750, I think, CPUs. Yeah, it's not quite the same technology. It's probably the next step on, but still classed as an old PC. It's probably what along the lines of what a lot of people are using these days. I'm also using 12 gig of DDR3 1066 1333 memory. So the graphics card we're using is a GTX 480. Now again, this is something that I actually bought quite cheap on eBay as a spare about 2 years ago, actually. And I bought it for £20. It has no shroud, the one I've got, so it's a bit messy, but it actually works. It works fine. The main limiting factor of it is it only has 1500 megabytes of memory, or 1.5 gig of memory. It's GDDR5. It's not amazingly powerful. It's released first quarter 2010, so it's 9 years old. Again, buying one of these now won't cost you a lot of money. That's all. I paid £20 for mine, including delivery off eBay, and it works fine. So if we now take a look at the cards that I have been using in the Bang Average PC over the course of these tests, and initially we had the Radeon HD 6870, which has a performance score of 2615, and then I actually upgraded it to I didn't upgrade it. I put my old GTX 1050 Ti into it, which has quite a high performance. It's quite a new card, 6048. And we're using the GTX 480, which is 4360, so it's probably twice, just shy of twice the power of the original HD 6870. The 6870 was Q2 2012. Going to this, well, that was when it was first seen on the chart anyway. But of course, the 6870 had slightly more memory, but just wasn't as powerful. So here we have the first of the two split replays. Now again, this, as I say, this is recorded on an older PC, so the video quality is a bit choppy. It's not that bad within the actual when you run the Encore. I think that's just an issue of it encoding lag. But you can see it's a bit juddery there for the full one, as it shows the hill. This wasn't quite recorded at 1080p either. This was 1440 by 900, which was the best resolution I've got on my spare monitor downstairs. And it's the resolution I run the game at. But as you can see, some of these are a bit juddery with full screen shadows. Sorry, full RT shadows. I think that's just going to be a common kind of scene that you get. As we see the Conqueror coming into view again, it's juddery. Certainly it's more juddery than it was on the Gamer PC video that I did. And again, there you see the same kind of thing with a shadow appearing only when you're getting close, for when the shadows are off. Now this bit here where you see that the wheelie tank get destroyed seems to be quite common for this. I mean, it's clearly struggling there to keep up with a high level of motion, but I mean, if you watch here, look, there's no shadow with it on old-fashioned. It was only on full shadows, and later on you'll get to see that again. You see it with medium. There's no shadows for medium as well. The only shadows there were generated when it was on actually full high. But again, you see, when there's a lot of motion involved in the scenes, you're getting really juddery, really juddery. I think that's rendering lag of the actual video, not the. You don't see that when you see it on the screen, so just try and ignore that. Just concentrate on what the shadows look like. Just wondering if I could record an actual video of it with my phone and put it on the end, but probably wouldn't look very good, would it? So here's the scores, and on the left you have a score of 9,020 for the full Stefan. And that's a bit low, isn't it? I mean, we were seeing, was it 12,000 on the Gamer PC? But this is only with medium at 1440 by 900. Yeah, well. And then on the right, if you look with medium with everything turned off, it shoots up to 28,387. So it's, again, a massive hit on the. It's probably I say it's the performance of the CPU. Not the best CPU, so it's not the best. It's not the best kind of performance, but that's the numbers. You're probably better off playing it certainly without high graphics. I mean, it'll probably give you a playable experience, but you'll certainly lose FPS. And it'd be interesting to see what FPS you actually got. So that all seemed a bit choppy, didn't it? And I wonder if we can do anything better on the Bang Average PC. Maybe some intermediate settings. Well, luckily, if you go into the Encore launcher, in the bottom right, you can change what settings you want to use. And you can see that there's 4 different settings. So there's Ray Trace shadows off, standard shadows, high, maximum, and ultra. So what's the difference? So let's see. High is hard shadows without half shades. Maximum is soft shadows with weak noise reduction. Ultra is soft shadows with strong noise reduction. So we had it on ultra before. So we're going to try it on high and see what it looks like, and then we can work out whether that's any better or not for the Bang Average PC. And there you can see it still looks a bit choppy. We've got high on the left and off on the right. Looked a bit choppy at the start, didn't it? Again, a bit choppy there. But I'm quite liking the look of these these hard shadows rather than soft shadows a bit more. You can certainly see the difference in the edging. Definite lines. I mean, look, there's that aerial. It's not even visible. Again, choppiness with the Conqueror, but we're seeing that actually in both, so that's probably just again, like I said, a setback of the recording. Yeah, I quite like the hard shadows on the arty, and the look of the arty guns. Hard shadows definitely visible there. Not so much a struggle with the motion this time. But again, no shadows at all visible there. And 5051 comes in. Yeah, I'm quite liking that hard shadows there. Again, maybe it's just me. Oh, a bit of dodginess there. Okay, looking too bad at all. What do you think? Hard shadows better than soft shadows? I mean, or just leave ray trace shadows off? I'm hedging towards, on a bang average PC, leaning towards just leave shadows off. I'm not convinced it makes that much of a difference. Now, apologies guys for the video quality for this section, but this is a recording from my phone of the game just with high, on high settings. You can see them wire because I'm recording it through the phone onto a monitor, but it's going to give you some indication of what it runs like. On high on the bang average PC. And remember, high isn't the maximum setting, high is the minimum setting. I did say it'd look awful, didn't I? But, well, I've tried. And you'll see the game does suffer a bit, even so, it's taken out the overhead of the recording via OBS. And that bit there looks quite smooth, but as soon as you jump to this Conqueror here, you get a bit of stuttering there. And the Emil or Kranwagen, whichever one it is, probably the Kranwagen, get a bit more stuttering. Not so bad there, which is good. And it's pretty decent here. And in this bit where there's a lot of detail, you see there's a bit of touch of stuttering there, but not a lot. But it's keeping up with that quite well. But again, you see there's no shadows there on that section. And I think this bit where it jumps over the hill is another section where we normally see some stuttering. And see what it looks like here, yeah. And that's not too bad, so the bang average PC can probably cope with it if you're not going to be doing much else. It's normally saw a bit of stuttering there, and there was a little bit, and here you normally get it. Not seeing it, which is good. But now you get it just as you're going over the top of the tank a touch. And again, when you see the Kranwagen from the side, you can just see it juddering slightly, stuttering back and forth, I love the way those tanks just didn't react to the tanks driving over the ridge next to them. Let's just drive past, as if no one's there. And there we go, that's the end. So there we have it. What Encore on the bang average PC? Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, a bang average PC, I'm not even convinced I'd use it, to be honest, on my gamer PC at the moment. I don't see that lot of a difference in the performance, so I'm not convinced. But the bang average PC, as you can see, is capable of playing it with probably high. It's difficult to tell from the Encore engine what frames per second you're going to get from it. It doesn't show you the frames per second you're getting. I probably need to run it with fraps or something that's showing actual frames per second. But it would be worth seeing that. It would be nice having a frames per second counter on the top of the screen just to see what you're getting. But what do you think? I mean, it's up to you guys. Try it out. Download the Encore launcher. Try it out. I'm going to try and get the original Bang Average PC settings working this weekend. I don't hold much hope of being able to run the new shader stuff very well on the Bang Average PC at all. So we'll just have to wait and see what we get. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see any notifications of my other videos, then please hit the bell icon so that you'll get your notifications in your feed. I'm also on Facebook as Bang Average Tanker, and I stream on Twitch 2 or 3 times a week as Slams40k. If you want to see some Welder Tanks fun, join me there. Alright guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I rode a tank, held a general's rank, when the front lines rained and the teams just stank. Whoa! Pleased to meet ya. Don't you guess my name? Oh yeah. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of this game. Ha ha!